morning, winners. This is Sasha Fearless, here to tell you that you are beautiful and good enough to accomplish anything that you want in life. So Janet Collection sent me some hair again, and I am super excited because the last time they did this, the hair was bomb. The hair they sent this time is the natural black Brazilian bundle human hair in 18, 20, and 22 inches, and there's also a 18-inch 13x4 frontal. I've never seen a frontal like this before. It's definitely different, and it just seems like it's a lot easier to pluck because there's not as much hair on the sides. Also, the hair is very full, very thick. Like, the hairline reminds me of Barbie. This is like a Barbie hairline. But that just gives me more room to create the hairline that I want when I pluck. So guys, before I pluck the hair, I wet it down because I like to be able to manage the hair more easily and to also see the hairs before I pluck it. When I first started plucking frontals and closures, I was so scared to pluck the front because I thought I was going to over pluck. But I find that over plucking is kind of the secret to having that natural hairline, because at the end of the day, nobody has a thick hairline. So the straight hairline thing, I'm just not having it because it doesn't look natural to me. So I systematically pluck different areas of the hairline so that it's not a straight line. So guys, I'm just plucking the part that I want a little bit more because earlier I mentioned that I overpluck sometimes because I find that it creates a more natural hairline. Well, that's exactly what I'm doing right here. Just plucking a little bit more just to create that natural hairline. Then I take a razor and cut the hair in the front really short to create the baby hairs. I don't like the overly thick baby hairs personally, so I just do the bare minimum to create a nice natural look. Put some mousse on it, mold, put a tie on the head, and then either let it sit overnight to dry, or I put it under a hooded dryer. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't like bleaching knots because I get nervous that it's gonna get runny and bleed into the hair, but I decided to give it a go for you guys. So I'm taking the lightener and 20 volume developer and I'm mixing it, and I'm happy because I'm like, yeah, I'm totally doing this. But then something happens, right? So as I'm mixing it, I notice that it's getting runny. If you put runny bleach on your closure, that baby will seep into the hair, and honey, you will have you some hot roots. You don't want hot roots. So if you're mixing and you find that the mixture is runny, either you add some more lightening powder to it or you try again. Ain't nothing wrong with trying again. That's exactly what I'm doing, honey. Try again. When putting the bleach on the frontal or closure, make sure to use something that's flat, like a butter knife or something. Because if you use a regular color brush, it's not going to be as effective. The bleach needs to be able to get through the lace and to the knots on the frontal. After you're done, cover with a foil paper and then set your timer on your phone. This is going to help you so much. Set a timer for 45 minutes. Set it and forget it. Well, not really forget, but you know what I mean. So once the 45 minutes is up, take off the foil and then wash the hair with a purple shampoo. This is, oh my god, what is the name of this shampoo? Okay, so this is the Shimmer Lights shampoo by Clairol. And what this does is it gets rid of any brassiness, or it just gets rid of any tones that does not belong on your lace. Next up, I am going to take some boiling hot water and the color Bigen in the color dark brown. I'm putting a few drops in there, mixing it around, and putting the lace frontal in there because I'm tinting my lace. Because I am a beautiful chocolate girl, I let it sit for about 10 minutes. After that, I'm going to rinse it off before the install. Right here, I'm just checking to make sure that the knots are good, and also to check to see if it complements my skin tone, which I truly believe it does. To create this wig, I'm using my all-time favorite, the spandex dome cap. Then I'm gonna put on my lace frontal, and right here I'm just positioning it to make sure that it sits where I need it to sit.
Oh my god, that is not professional, Sasha. What you doing? The struggle is real. You look like you struggling, girl. Put some meat in your bones and put your back into it. Put your back, put your back into it.
So next up, I am sewing down this frontal, and I start in the middle of the head and I just work my way down to the sides. I do the left side first, then I move on to the right side, just to keep it simple.
Sasha, you struggling again. You struggling, girl. You cannot be doing this on the camera. Like, come on. Like, nobody wants to see you struggle. Stop struggling.
I apologize for speeding up the sewing part so fast, but the reason why I'm doing this is because I have another video that is more detailed that shows how I sew, like the different patterns that I use. I wanted to spend this video showing you more of how I bleached the lace and tinted the lace. The difference between how I started sewing in the last video and this one is when I started sewing the tracks, I started it higher above on the dome cap. I didn't start at the nape, like at the back of the neck like this. What I learned from that is if you want to put your hair in a ponytail, it's better to start at the bottom like this. But if you're going to wear your hair down all the time and you're never going to put it up, you can start higher on the dome cap, especially if you don't have enough hair. As I'm sewing this, I'm sewing the tracks from side to side. Using a frontal like this is new to some people because it's definitely different from the traditional frontal. So my method is just sew from the left to the right or from the right to the left, you know, just to keep it simple.
So Saj, you need to explain this better because ain't nobody understand what you mean. I mean, girl, like, what you mean? Left to right, right to left, up to down, stop to the go, to the east, to the west, to the what? Listen, explain this better because people don't understand what you mean. I don't get it. Like, what you mean left to right, girl? What you mean?
The best way for me to explain this is literally for you to sew from left to the right until you get to the top of the head. What?
You ain't right. Look, you ain't right, girl. You ain't right.
Ugh. Next up, I'm just straightening the hair just to smooth it out, and the reason I'm doing this is because I'm gonna cut the hair with clippers in the back, and I want to make sure that I get a smooth cut. Here I'm just adding some mousse, and after the mousse dries, I'm gonna take my hot comb just to flatten the part. To start, I'm gonna section the hair in 3 sections, and the reason why I'm doing this is just to make it easier for me when I cut the hair. I was so nervous when I did this. Oh my god. My hands were shaking because this is literally the first time I'm cutting the hair with clippers. First of all, I can't believe it took me so long to discover this. I've been cutting bobs with scissors this whole time, and oh my god, it takes forever. But this is literally like 1, 2, 3. So from now on, clippers are in, scissors are out when it comes to doing a bob, because this is quick. This is easy. Come on, look at this, honey. Look at this. Boom. Smooth. I like that. When making your wig, you can stop here and wear the hair like this, because this in itself is a cute, beautiful bob style. But in this video, I'm just gonna take it a little teensy step further. I'm parting the hair again from ear to ear. The section in the back, I'm going to just put a rubber band on it. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I'm gonna use my clippers again to quickly clip the hair off, because it sure is faster than the scissors. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god. Sasha? What you doing, girl?
What do you mean, what am I doing?
Well, you be on this camera looking like a bald-headed baddie. Oh, oh my god, I was not prepared to see them cornrows. Don't do that to me, okay? I'm getting Nightmare on Elm Street.
Whatever. So anyway, guys, I'm just quickly straightening the hair again. So I could have stopped right here and wear the hair like this, but me personally, I like when the hair moves and flows. I had to go in and texturize the hair to give it movement. But the thing is, like, I was so nervous to do it on my own head, so I had to do it on somebody else's head, and unfortunately I did not capture that on camera. I apologize, but I will make up for it by posting more videos, and hopefully in the near future I can definitely do this style again and show you guys how I cut it on somebody's head.